everybody. Welcome to my day 3. I always forget to change the little picture here. It's day 3, as you see in the thumbnail. My apologies. This OBS program is once again slowing down for me while I use it. Thank you everybody for tuning into my latest G1 Climax reviews. It's been fantastic. There we go. There's the proper picture. Day 3, that's what we want to talk about. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for... I've been doing... The past 2 shows we've been getting a lot of views, actually, on these reviews. So I will continue to do it for the G1 Climax, and it's going to be a grind for me. If I'm going to be continuing to do this every day for the G1 Climax tournaments, I will gladly give my input. If you guys want to support me, you go patreon.com/Coop the Comedian. You can check out some of my stand-up comedy available for free. You can check out some of the Morning Glory podcasts, the other podcasts I do. And, hey, for $5 a month or $1 a month, that could really help me out for just growing. And just because it's getting busy for me, you know, doing a lot of work now. Especially with everybody wanting me to do more New Japan stuff. So I won't even... let's first of all, I want to thank all the people. Let's give a little shout outs. Like today I was on Twitter talking with quite a lot of people. Like Bob Avery has been pretty awesome. I've mentioned him in the last couple of shows I've been doing. Shout out to Bob Avery on Twitter for chatting with me today on Twitter. Ryanian, the great metal lord, at RMM311 on Twitter. He had a little chat with me about... I just noticed that one of the moves in New Japan today was called the banana split. Now I got extremely hungry, so I ate 2 pieces of pork. Like pork chops, leftover dinners. Oh yeah. Who else talked to me today? Carl Phillips on Twitter at CIP Hills. He had a little chat with me today on Twitter about like some of the topics that we want to get into is what I'm going to be getting to. But I'll talk about that later. I'm just getting to the show outs right now for people that interact with me. The Angel of Verdum at Miklonus on Twitter. He was chat with me about the big topic that we need to really talk about is the Will Offspring copyright music thing. You know, that is what I noticed a lot of people do not like right now, is they like Will Offspring's music. I'll get into that a little bit. Just a little bit more shout outs. Nicholas Beaker at Skull123451 gave me a little chat today when we were talking about AEW wrestling. Actually, AEW was on earlier. Watched a little bit of that. I didn't finish it. I saw a couple matches in that. Sorry if I'm like really quiet. It's 2:20 in the morning and there's people around me sleeping. So I'm doing my very best to make sure that I'm giving you a good show, good sound quality. But I also want to respect everybody around me. Some new follows today. Brainbuster Radio. Shout out to Brainbuster Radio who gave me a follow as well. Anybody else want to give a shout out to Smash the Map Podcast? I'll give a shout out to them. Malcolm Flex, I'll give a shout out to you on Twitter because you're recently following me. Who else? I think that's about who gave me a follow today. If I didn't, just give Emmanuel William. I know you gave me a little shout out there. Thank you so much for getting in touch with me. On Twitter, if you guys send me a DM and you guys want to have a conversation, I'm not going to have a conversation. It's like I'm a very like small word person guy. I've got stuff to do. I can't sit there for 2 hours with conversations when I've got tons of other people that are messaging me about stuff all the time, right? So, my apologies if I can't like sit there for hours and listen to people talk all the time. Well, I mean, that's why you guys listen to me through podcasts. I'm such a fucking hypocrite sometimes, aren't I? Who else? Wrestling Dude 81 gave me a follow today. Thank you so much, Wrestling Dude. Who else gave me a follow today? Carl Phillips gave you a shout out. Smash the Mat. Who else? 1310 Apparel. 1310 app. Thank you very much for giving me a follow. Are you actually like affiliated with like the Perfect 10, Sean Spears, and anything? Sponsoring the independents in pro wrestling. Wow. Hey, if you want other podcasters to sponsor, you're more than welcome to sponsor me. I don't even have a name for this yet. You guys should like write comments below what the name of this podcast should be. This is just a basic review that I like doing. That's all. It's fun. Um, Anybody else I want to give a shout out to? I got a couple of messages. Doom TV. I've got to give a shout out to Doom, man. He's been awesome. Thank you so much, Doom. I forgot to give you a shout out on the first show, so here's my my makeup to you. So give him a follow at the D00MTV at Doom TV, basically. With instead of two O's, it's two zeros. I don't know why people are doing that. It's like, are we running? It's like phone numbers now. You realize now everybody has to change their area codes now because there's more numbers. We have to add more numbers into a friggin' phone number. That's ridiculous. Anyways, anybody else want to give shout outs to? Walter Yeats was doing awesome today on Twitter, tweeting day 3 as well, giving his thoughts. He's doing an awesome job with input. Jimmy J as well, Average Wrestling Review. Got to give a shout out to them. Who else? My boy Ray Rock, of course, as always. And Sad Mets fan, gotta give a shout out to you, Chris Tomlinson. Thank you so much, Tomlinson. I didn't get any questions from you for the last show. Hopefully, if you guys have any questions for me, don't be shy to like write them in the chat or just send me a DM or not even DM. Just send me like a tweet or anything like that, right? So that'd be cool. And then, of course, my Patreon fam. I've got to give a shout out to my Patreon fam. All the people that are there, like Indigo Crystal, Ray Sean. Got to give a shout out to Urban Heretic for I'm fans of the podcast with J-Man. Those boys are doing fine on their own right now. Hopefully they're well. Who else? Brent Chapman. Got to give a shout out to him. Thank you so much, Brent, for letting me do my stand-up. That's like you're one of the individuals that are like the top tiers that help me like afford to actually go to shows, but fortunately I can't go anything right now. I'm not making enough money on Patreon. I took a huge dive in Patreon. I had like 17 patrons, and then by the end of June, I'm down to like 8, and I went from like making $150 on Patreon to now making I think 38. So that's a huge drop. So if you guys want to help me afford doing more stuff like podcasts and that, patreon.com/Coop the Comedian. Who else did I give a shout out to? I gotta give a shout out to the Cold Bone Show crew as well as Mellow Yellow. Who else? Vito of Doom, Nigel James. Thank you so much, Nigel, for coming to my broadcast the other day. Holy crap, my battery is really dying fast. I gotta really speed this up, guys. Okay, this is gonna be a really quick review because I did not notice my battery on this laptop is dying really fast. Like it's going down like a minute. It's losing a percentage. That is bad. Now the only thing about I'm just gonna quickly give my thoughts on what matches I really enjoyed. Oops, I don't know what I just dropped. I think I just dropped my phone. Yeah, oops, I can't do that. What can I say? Here, let's see if I can like hold my microphone like this. Sorry guys, I don't have like a microphone stand. I'm actually holding it in my hand, trying to like make sure it's all right. What matches that really stuck out to me? Yeah, this was probably like the least one that was the most exciting, I think. Does that make any sense so far? I think the other ones so far have been more exciting. Like definitely day one was really exciting, right? Just the Tanahashi Kenta match was more. It was probably better than the. I enjoyed this one rather than the Ibushi match with Kenta, just because of the fact there was more wrestling and grappling with Tanahashi. The striking wars was also really fun, but there was a lot more wrestling in this one compared to Kenta's other match. So, and to me, Kenta, is anybody still kind of let down by Kenta's wrestling moves? I know he's a great striker and everything like that. Okay, that's what he's been built on, right? He's just a great striker, but I think he needs more. I think he needs more, like like he goes to the top rope and he does like a top rope clothesline. He can't do like a drop kick or something like that. Um, I just feel that there needs to be more spice into Kenta's wrestling game right now. Maybe he hasn't shown it yet, but you're going against the top two talents in New Japan, and I'm kind of like a little bit let down by Kenta's wrestling. Um, now, unfortunately, with the Kota Ibushi and Evil match, my power went out, so I did not get a chance to actually see most of that match. I saw the end of it. I'm actually shocked with the fact that Kota Ibushi has lost his first two matches, one to Kenta and two to Evil. It's that is really surprising. You know, I don't know who else Kota Ibushi gets to go up in this block he's in. Um, I don't know if he can, like, who's a champion that he can, like, I guess Okada. If he beats Okada, he automatically gets a title match, right? So I can definitely see Ibushi rebounding, and no matter what, he just automatically gets a title match. I can see that happening. So maybe he just doesn't need to win. He could just down the road he gets a title match, and maybe Kota Ibushi might be main eventing. I don't know. Um, it actually could end up that Okada wins this thing, and then Kota Ibushi actually beats him for the title, and then it's Okada and Ibushi at the Tokyo Dome. That could be a possibility. I'm just saying. What other things should I say? The Will Ospreay Sonata match was, I think, one of my favorites. I think that was my favorite. I think it's just a mixture of Will Ospreay and Sonata's, like, it was pretty fast paced, and Sonata losing. I thought he would actually get the edge over Will Ospreay, but Will Ospreay, well, he's lighter than Lance Archer for sure, and just what an incredible showing once again by Will Ospreay. Stormbreaker. That's an awesome move. No, that was definitely one of my favorite matches there. The Okada Zack Sabre Jr. match, I thought went expected. Now, Zack Sabre Jr. is basically lining up opponents for the Rev Bro title because he lost to Sonata, and now he lost to Okada. So now both those, just imagine Okada and Zack Sabre Jr. title for title, and that'd be huge. But Zack Sabre Jr. didn't even win, but that sets up Okada for a title match there for that Rev Pro title if he wants. I don't know. Sonata also has beaten him, so he gets a chance at the title. The Lance Archer Bad Luck Fale match, kind of what I expected as a plan, right? So I think it was all right. Lance Archer is definitely like the surprise right now for me in the A block, already leading with 4 points. That's crazy. The other matches that were on the card don't really need to mention that much. Like the triple tag match between Los Incomparables de Japón and the Suzuki Gun. We got Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Tetsuya Naito taking on Kanemaru, Minoru Suzuki, and Taichi. Taichi and Tetsuya Naito at the beginning. Usually they do a little like jump start. Taichi did not jump start on Tetsuya Naito. So that means they have like some kind of like respect for each other, you know? I think. Do you think that maybe Taichi's trying to tease him? Maybe like trying to make his way into a replacement wise for just because remember how they say Evil wants to like maybe he's thinking about like leaving the group kind of thing. Kevin Kelly's hinted that. So maybe um, what if there's a trade between Taichi and Evil? So Evil goes to Suzuki-gun. Taichi goes to Los Ingobernables. Interesting. I'm just saying. It might not happen, but that'd be cool. Bushi took the loss to Minoru Suzuki with this pile driver. Finally, we get like I don't get to see Minoru Suzuki do that pile driver because he usually like always misses it. So he looks so, Minoru Suzuki looks so friggin' angry when he does it too. He's just He's obviously he's really pissed off. He's not in the G1 Climax. He's just but it's Bushi. Oh man, he's just like this late dude. He couldn't do the mist or anything. What other matches happened? There was the other triple tag between Yoshihashi, Toriyano, and Ishii against Bullet Club, Chase Owens, Yujiro Tanahashi, Jay White. That was all right. I think it was Yano got the victory over Chase Owens with a low blow again. You know, Yano was like so sneaky. So they mentioned that since he beat Tetsuya Naito, that he's gonna get an Intercontinental title match. That's gonna so basically Naito is just gonna beat him there. So that's fine. That'll be funny to see. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, but Toriano just beating him like that was kind of embarrassing. So. But then poor Yoshihashi, I don't know what they need to do with him. Same with Yujiro Takahashi. I don't know. Maybe him and Chase Owens can have a tag team title run soon. Hopefully. What other matches? Oh, okay. So here was the other match. That actually was this was I thought interesting. It is the tag match between the Young Lion Ren Narita and Jeff Cobb against Jon Moxley and his young gun Shota Umino. So Jon Moxley and Shota Umino are doing a little bit of tag action. Do you know how fun it would be for Jon Moxley and Shota Umino Shota to actually go for the tag team titles against and like somehow a Young Lion becomes a champion? Oh my god, that'd be great. Jeff Cobb got the win over Shota Umino with the with his tour of the islands. I think that's what's called. So he's hopefully these two have a nice little war. It's gonna be a fun match between the two. And then if Jeff Cobb beats Jon Moxley, that means Jeff Cobb has a chance, or has a automatic U.S. title match. So that's actually that makes sense if Jeff Cobb gets the win over Jon Moxley. I can see that happening. So I expect a really good match between those two. What other matches? I guess the other match we mentioned was the first match. It was Juice Robinson, Toa Hanare, and the Young Lion Tsuji versus Tamaki Homa, Hiroti Goto, and Umayura. I can't even remember who won that match. I just actually finished watching that match, and I just saw Toa Hanare walk off. I just missed the beginning of the match, so I'm not sure who won that. I saw a little bit of action with that. Not really. It wasn't really important. I think it was more like a showing for Hiroti Goto and Juice Robinson. Like I saw them having some clothesline battles with each other. It looks like they're gonna have a great match. So, other than that, my favorite match, I think, was the Will Ospreay and Sonata match. That would be my favorite. The most shocking, definitely Kenta beating Hiroshi Tanahashi. That was definitely the shocker of the match. Um, do I need to mention anything else about just what happened? So there was a lot of people on Twitter were complaining about Will Ospreay's copyrighted music. So I think what the story is, if people were watching the Best of Super Juniors after he beat Shingo Takagi and he made a speech. Or actually, no, I think it was actually before they went to the finals. He made a speech saying that he was, I love New Japan Pro Wrestling so much. It might have been when he won. I think it is. When he won, he says, I love New Japan so much that it's so exhausting going from here to UK to here to UK to here to UK. So he said that he's permanently moved his stuff to New Japan. So that means I think Will Ospreay's music is from the UK, from whoever made it out there. Might be from a business or something like that he worked with a wrestling company that he was doing a partnership with. So maybe that company wants to own the rights to the music in that area. So that is probably the best answer I can give you when it comes to the copyright stuff, because that's just how business goes, people. You're an artist. You want to make sure you own the rights to everything you do, because nobody wants to do stuff for free anymore. Nobody wants to get screwed out of their like talent that they have. I have people out there that just take my my audio clips and when I only get like 18 views, they'll put them on their site and they have like thousands. So it's like, whatever. I know I have good content, but it's just like I don't care. It's just that's how business goes. So that's probably the best answer I can give with that. Okay. So a big thing happened with the Tai Chi match. So for the longest time, there's been this blue bag that Tai Chi's been carrying around, and from what we've seen, I don't think anybody has ever seen the iron glove that was inside until tonight, where apparently he was like thinking during the that was probably the most important thing in that match to notice, is he pulled out the iron glove in the blue bag. So everybody, it is certain, he is still carrying the iron glove. My thoughts were actually wrong. I thought he was carrying something different inside that blue bag. I thought it was just going to be like something brand new. It could be like dust. It could be like this black magic dust that just brings out and sprays in somebody's eyes. But no, it's the iron glove. So maybe the iron glove, they're trying to do a storyline where he's going crazy with it, kind of thing. Possibly, maybe. Not sure. What other questions? So after the Kenta Tanahashi match, Kenta tried shaking Tanahashi's hand, and Tanahashi refusing it, saying that he has not earned the respect of Tanahashi yet. So apparently it took him a long time. It takes a long time to respect Tanahashi. So those two will encounter each other again, and that will definitely be a storyline down the road. Is Kenta wants to earn the respect of Tanahashi. So that, watch out for that. Now, anything else that did I miss anything else? I'm just looking at all my Twitter notifications here. I think I've answered the most ones. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so Will Ospreay's music copyright. Tai Chi reveals the iron glove, and that's super important that you all know that he's still carrying the iron glove. You gotta look out for that. Maybe in this G1 Climax, he might use it for the first time. And then, the reason why Tanahashi did not shake Kenta's hand is because he has not earned his respect yet. Kevin Kelly even mentioned that it took another wrestler a long time to earn the respect of Tanahashi. So that is the most important thing everybody needs to learn, is that it's probably going to be Kenta's motivation going against Tanahashi multiple times. So. Other than that, I want to thank you, everybody, for tuning into this Day 3 review. If you guys want to give shout-outs, make sure you message me on Twitter. That way I can put your name in the bios below. I thank you, everybody, for tuning into this review, and hope yourself have a great day.